Welcome to Business Unusual. I'm Jason Bax, and today I'm going to talk about a product called Cow Wash, which is a great name for the product, considering that's almost what it does. Cow Wash is an industrial massage device designed specifically for dairy cows that's been installed in over 30,000 dairy farms across Europe and North America. And according to the manufacturers, the purpose is to increase the circulation in the cow, increase feelings of well-being and happiness, and in turn increase milk production from 3 to 5%. And with us today, our business correspondent, Gary Busey, and my personal friend. Gary, thanks for being with us.
My fellow traveler, how are you? Thanks for having me being with you today.
Gary, Cow Wash. Do you think it's manipulative? Do you think it's inhumane?
I think this idea is unethical, that they're not using it for more than just cows.
So you see you think it's unethical, you think it's got a wider use or reach.
I'm saying that all animals love to be stroked, brushed, and petted, and I don't see why you wouldn't use it across the board for other animals beyond the cow. Animals of all shapes, sizes, and species, a big variety.
So if the president was on the show today, the president of Cow Wash, what would you say to that president?
I would tell him he's being short-sighted, because he's just petting a cow to get more milk from the cow. As I understand, it works. And I do not see why not. He has not adapted this for other species. I mean, there are many animals on Earth. Are you aware, my friend, how many there are?
There are a great many.
Great many, my friend. Great many. Enough to fill a giant boat. There are so many animals on this planet. They love to be pet. And I don't see why you wouldn't give them that.
So, you don't think it's manipulative to use technology to make animals happy just to increase their milk production and profit from their milk?
You are doing kindness to the cow. You are a Samaritan. You are giving it what it wants. You're petting it. You're giving it love. It, in return, gives you love the way it knows how. And the way a cow says thank you is with milk. I think it is clearly one good deed in exchange for another. The cow provides for its master when it is being shown love. I mean, I can only guess. I cannot be another animal. I can only assume what the world is like through the eyes of a cat. But let me tell you, my friend, animals are important. They're another aspect of the world through different eyes.
Okay, now, Gary, where do we draw the line here? You believe in making animals happy? You think it's good? You don't think it's inhumane? Where do we draw the line? Should we set up pension plans to make these animals happy? Maybe a chiropractor appointment a month? What do you think? Where do we draw the line, Gary?
Massage therapy for an animal is not a terrible idea. I mean, it depends on the animals, too. There are very many delicate animals that you obviously would not want to make a wash for. I mean, I'm not putting an animal that doesn't like water in there. I'm not brushing a delicate animal. I'm just saying you gauge what's appropriate and you give unto it. I mean, I know there's all times in our lives we could use these. Back in some past years where I had more recklessness, I wasn't the anchored man I am today, centered to my Gary, who I am, and throughout the universe. I knew that there were times, I was tough. And one time when I was into drugs and spirits, I spilt a bag of cocaine on a dog, and I then proceeded to sniff it off the dog. Had I this technology, a dog wash, I could have simply brushed the dog and gotten all the product to which I was weak at the time off, and also wouldn't have to worry about dander and thus forth, if you follow my drift.
I think I do, Gary. So,